What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Texas Auto Channel. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. So today I got the AUTOOL finally, the fuel injector cleaner and tester. So I wanted to show you guys this. I freaking love this machine. I got it off Amazon. There will be a link in the description. It is not super cheap, but there's a good reason for that. I've wanted one of these machines for a very long time, and I finally was able to get one. And I'm super glad that I did, because now I can actually clean in reverse flow clean these injectors, or any injectors really. These are the 270cc that come factory in the Acura TL. The ones in here are the 270cc's that are decapped, but they're the same injectors that are right here, just the ones in the car are decapped. So these were actually in the car, these ones right here, when I made 301 horsepower. So I want to flow test them and see exactly what they flow out at. So this machine's really simple to hook up. Everything's pretty straightforward. It comes with the instructions and a little card in here. Has all these adapters that you can use right here. I had to use these adapters, and they just screw into this rail, and I just plug them in like that. And this sits on top right here. This little nut piece right here goes up top and keeps everything secure. We've got this little hose back here, which actually connects right here to this fuel rail, and then you tighten this down, plug all these connectors in right there. I use the B12 Chem tool. It's one of my favorite things. This is basically brake clean in a can, and they make this to just pour in your gas tank, so it's a good fuel injection cleaner, and it's super cheap. It's like $3 at Walmart for these cans. So I use this to clean parts, let alone injectors. So it's really good stuff. You can use seafoam, or you can actually buy the expensive fuel injection cleaner stuff, which I probably will eventually, but for this, we're going to use this and show you that it works. Use odorless mineral spirits. That's what we're going to be putting in to the actual injectors so we can flow test them. You don't want to use gasoline or anything. Don't use water. You want to use something like this. They actually make a fuel tester liquid that's like $160, I think, for a 5-gallon jug. It's pretty expensive, but this thing is super awesome. I'll go through it with you real quick. So we have over here on the side, it actually says heating switch and cleaning switch. Then we have the power switch. So if we turn the power switch on, basically just powers up the machine. Then there's different functions we have here. So you can see there's ultrasonic cleaning, which is this piece up here. You'll set the injection cleaner in here like this. You pour it in. You'll put the injectors in there, and this thing basically just vibrates and breaks everything up. Then we can actually put them in here, flow test them. So we're going to flow test these before I do anything, and then we're going to clean them and flow test them and see the difference. I'm pretty certain one of these is not spraying right. Like I said, I have not tested these ones yet. I just get a feeling. The way the engine ran, I felt like it could have had more power, so I'm thinking one of these injectors just isn't quite as good as the others. And it commonly happens. So I'll also be able to test eBay injectors, because a lot of people will buy eBay injectors and have issues. I never have had that issue yet, knock on wood, but I can test it now. But you have these different functions: acceleration test, high speed test, medium, idle speed. You can even reverse flow these, where you basically put these in upside down and it reverse flows them and breaks debris loose. So we'll do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and use this funnel. I'm going to fill up one of these beakers, and this piece right here, you open it up, it allows everything to drain in until you get to the maximum level, and then we can actually put some pressure through it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the mineral spirit for that. So here we go. Okay, for this part, I'm just going to have the machine on so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Basically, this top piece up here, we're going to unscrew it, just like this. Pull this up. Just move it out of the way for right now. And I'm just going to put it in this beaker here. Basically, just fill it up, and I'll be looking on the side over here where the level is down here, and making sure to not go past the maximum mark. So kind of turn it so you guys can see everything, and I'm going to go ahead and pour the mineral spirit in. And don't put this in there. This is for the ultrasonic bath up here, so just making that clear right now. All right, so it's right under the max mark. We should be good right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the fuel injectors back up through the top. First, we have to put this white piece back on, like that. And put the fuel injectors through the top now. Pretty simple to use. We'll go ahead and tighten this knob up here down. Doesn't have to be overly tight, you just want it on there nice and snug. So now we're going to go ahead and connect all 4 of these clips here. Now that we've got the fuel injectors connected, we're going to make sure the fuel line is nice and snug here at the top. Basically just tighten this down. Alright, now we can start this test. So there is a bunch of different functions. We got ultrasonic cleaning, idle speed, medium speed, high speed, accelerating test, variable speed, leakage test, idle spray volume, medium spray volume, high spray volume, and unit info. So what I'm going to do first, we're going to make sure that we don't have any leaky injectors. So I'm going to go push this down button and go to number 7, which is leakage test. We're going to pressurize it. Right here is the fuel pressure gauge, and I'm going to hit the play button real quick. So this button right here. It's definitely pressurizing. Okay, so I don't see any leaks, and I'm pretty sure we'd see one by now. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop that test. We're going to go to the high speed test. I'm going to get it to about 50, whichever one reaches 50 first, and then I'm going to stop the test. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Alright, so we've got this one is just a hair below 50. This one's right at 50. This one's about 42, 43. And this one is right under 50. So we definitely have some inconsistency, but I mean, it's fairly close. This one here is definitely going to need cleaned. Well, they're all getting cleaned. We want these to flow just about the same through all of them. It can be off by just a hair, but obviously the best will be where they all match exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put some of this B12 Chem tool in this tray back here. We're going to put the injectors in the tray back here, and then we will turn it to the ultrasonic cleaning mode, which is number 1. And it will vibrate back here once we turn the cleaning switch on. Now, if we had the proper stuff to put in here, we could even use this heating switch to heat the fluid up, which actually breaks it up even more. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this real quick, and then we'll take these out, put them back there with the B12 Chem tool. If I have them in the same order I pulled them out, this would be the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. So that way we can put them in the exact same spots and test it again. I'm going to go ahead and put the B12 Chem tool in. Basically just fill it up a little bit. Okay. That looks like it'll do. Let me show you. It's submerging the bottom section all the way up to here with the B12 Chem tool. So now we'll go over here to the front where it says ultrasonic cleaning. We're going to hit the play button. Now it's basically just opening and closing them. Let me turn the vibration on. It's going to continue doing this until this is at 0, 0. So I'm going to just set the camera down and we'll let it do its thing. Okay, so now we get to take these out. I'm going to put them in the exact same spots they were in up front to begin with, and then we'll retest them and see exactly how much better they spray. Alright, I got the injectors back in their appropriate spots. I want to show you how nasty it is in there. Pretty disgusting. These injectors definitely needed a good cleaning. So we're going to go ahead and do the accelerating test this time, and we'll see what it flows out to. Is it cool?
Look at that! Isn't that silly?
Definitely even all the way through now, which is awesome. So the B12 Chem tool, really good stuff. This injection cleaning tool, even better. So I highly recommend this AUTOOL. Now, as you can see in there, there's a lot of stuff. We could have got more out if we would have reverse flowed these injectors, which basically does exactly what it sounds like. Put the injector upside down and flow through the end that it usually doesn't get flow through. And it blows debris out, and then we'd put it in the sonic bath and it would do great. But I'm super happy with this machine. It's going to save so much money. And now I don't have to take my injectors to someone. I can just do it myself, and even do some buddies or whatever do their injectors. Now, this is really important because if one cylinder leans out, like say this cylinder here or this one here leans out and the rest are higher, then that cylinder is going to lean out and it could damage it, while the rest will be fine, all because an injector wasn't keeping up. So it's very important to have a perfectly level flow, which we do now. So these injectors are going to be the ones that we decap on AGN's YouTube channel, which there will be a whole video on that. We're going to keep one of these undecapped, so like as it is right now, and then we're going to flow test it against a decapped one to show the difference in flow and how much extra fuel, the spray pattern, and all of that stuff. So that's coming real soon. Definitely stay tuned to AGN's channel. Links in the description. Definitely go over there. Please help me and go subscribe to his channel. I'm trying to get his channel blown up. He deserves way more credit than he gets, and I could really use your guys' help. But yeah, link is in the description for this. It is not cheap, like I said, but it is worth every penny because it'll pay for itself by keeping you from blowing your engine, especially if you're going with high horsepower. So I'm going to go ahead and clean some stuff up, and we'll go over some more things. Alright, so to clean this thing out, as you can see, it's really nasty. There's actually a drain valve on the back here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reusing this and filtering it through a coffee filter. That way we can get the big particulates out. But basically, the cleaning agent drain valve, just open that up, and it's going to drain back into the thing. And then I can wipe out all of that stuff. And the same goes for the testing fluid right here. Could drain that as well, which I probably will. Okay, so now I can filter this and reuse it because it really wasn't that dirty. That is actually the color it looks whenever you pour it in. It's kind of that golden color. But you can see that all of the metal and or whatever that is, dirt, stayed in the center, so it didn't actually drain in, so there shouldn't be too much to filter anyways. But yeah, now I'm going to clean that out with a shop towel, and we'll go over some stuff. Alright, now that it's all cleaned and put back to this position right here, I basically just tighten this down so that nothing gets in the little beakers here, and it's ready for the next set of injectors, which will be the ones that are in here currently. Take them out and clean them just the same way I did the ones you just seen. Probably going to reverse flow them though, all 6 of them, and make sure they're dead even. I'll probably go through all of these functions, just try and make sure that it's even on every level, because I don't want any issues with the injectors. Absolutely love this machine. I can't get over it. I am not sponsored by AUTOOL, so I do not want people saying, oh, you're just sponsored to say that. I absolutely have wanted one of these for a long time, and this one is the one of the newer models, I believe. I was looking it up whenever I looked this one up, and yeah, definitely a link in the description for this exact one that I got. Like I said before, it is not cheap, but it will pay for itself in the end. Especially if you want to make a little business cleaning injectors or something. You get the little baskets for the injectors and replace those, get the little tool for them, and then you can put new filters in the fuel injectors, which I should do as well. If they don't flow test good, I'll probably get some baskets and put those in. They're just little filters. But yeah, has everything that it needed. The only thing I had to go and buy was this, which was like $12, and this was $3. And I put on here that this is the tester, so that way I can filter it out and know that I'm putting the right one in. But super happy with that, and going to AGN soon with this. I have a video coming out on putting the intake spacer on. Right now I'm currently just waiting on the coupler that goes here, because when I put the spacer in, it needs a different coupler. So the next video will be the intake spacer, hopefully on this channel, and then on AGN's YouTube channel, which I said links in the description. Definitely go over there and subscribe, show him some love, subscribe to his channel, watch his videos. We're going to be doing decapped injectors and showing you the difference between stock injectors just on one side and then decapped stock injectors on the other, show you the flow difference. But definitely more coming to the channel for sure, so definitely subscribe if you're new here. And if you like the video, please hit the like button, drop a comment below, and stay tuned, because we definitely have more coming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.